what to do. So I'm gonna be telling you all alpha guys do this. Like, you could do it. These are things that are basic, but it's not the easiest thing. It's just you gotta know what it is. It's simple, and if you're not doing it, then you're not considered alpha. Okay, I just gotta say it like this. And one other thing I want to say is that I see a few comments talking about, can you do videos about Sigma males? Fellas, let me see some more. Drop some more on here and I'll actually do it, because majority always rules and y'all rather see alpha videos, right? But I still try to just talk about high value. And don't forget to get your high value shirt. Links down below. But let me go ahead and get started, fellas. And so the first thing is discussion per usual. First thing is hits her up after he handled business. So this means you have to have a life. This means if you're still living at home with mama, I'm sorry, but she's not coming through because she actually wants you. It's maybe something you're gonna do for her. It's, you know, let me play some games, but she's not taking you serious. So reality is that guys that are alpha, and we could take this out of alpha for a second, say just high value, but it still falls back to how hard they put in work. So guys that are alpha, they go hard. Like, they're beasts. Like, they're beast mode all the time. I was gonna say they're beasts, but would that even sound right? I don't know. But backtrack real quick. When a alpha, and this is what you just see, when you see an alpha guy, you never see him slack off. It's always the harder side than the weaker side. It's never easy. He doesn't choose easy. And so you have to know that a woman, not only because she knows alpha's mindset or how he carries himself, but just the way he handles everything, starting from himself to his business, and then how, the best part, how he handles her. And so the handling part, it could get so extremely fun. It could get extremely wild and what? I wanted to say two words. Whatnot, and I wanted to say water. You know what type of water. I'm talking about what? Okay? But backtrack, when you can handle her because you're so masculine and you're such a man that can handle his business, but not only that, takes care of business, that means the guaranteed is there. And then you're not an easy guy. You're not easy to get access to. So there's so many, I swear you guys, I could keep going for days. But I just want to stick to one thing so I can give you guys an example to help you. So let me just have you understand this real quick. Like I started the video saying, any single man can do this. If you choose not to do it, then it's on you. You're just gonna look like the weaker man, right? So it's just like, it's any man can do it, but there's a whole bunch of little things that you have to be doing. So it's like, yeah, you have to be able to multitask at times. You have to be able to put in 48 plus hours in a week. Like, you have to be able to handle business, but you're still knowing how to balance to come back to her. And then, like I was saying, that better yet is when she knows you come back to her, you're handling business. So it's not like, oh, you don't know how to put in work. It's not like, okay, you do not know how to get her feeling ways. And, we're on YouTube, but like, just understand, we're talking about extremely getting sexual real quick. And I'm saying when you come through, and now for example, and I'll backtrack a little bit about also like, purpose and a little bit about like just, money and all that. But I say it so much in my videos, I'll just give you guys a little bit, okay? But let me give you guys an example real quick. If you haven't given this video a big thumbs up, please do that right now. Okay. So an example real quick though, is let's say you come over, right? And if you can handle business, right? Let's say she had a stressful day, or she dealt with that other guy that nags, complains, or the worst one, the simp that just wants to do everything, wants to be around her every single time. Tiffany, can you call me back? I should make a track. For you fellas, right? So, that's how it goes. Like, she got a few guys, and then she's over here stressed, like, rotation. Gotta deal with this guy, keep up, maintenance. Keeping up is hard, okay? And then if the guys are maintaining her and she don't got her own money, it's even more stress. And let me just say this real quick. Don't think that it's just so easy with these girls just because they look so good. They might be easy with the right guys, but it's not easy to keep up. And then obviously you have these guys, maybe for these women maintain her, but listen, that doesn't matter, because if they're maintaining her, she's still gonna get what she wants. But it's just reality is that they still will put up with whatever, but they get what they want, and it's just like, okay, when I go back to this alpha guy, now back to you. The stress needs to be released. What better way can it be released? I don't know why I whispered that. Sorry, but what better way can it be released? And the better way, the best way would be, you know? And it's just like, I don't know why I made that sound effect, but you know, integral type of thing. Like, I just want to keep it PD. We got to be careful here. But seriously, she's going to want you so bad just because you bring her something so different, but also she knows she can only get so little. So different is not dealing with the same types of guys that are all over her doing this or doing the most. You know, even if the guy is not being a simp, he could still be annoying her. But you, when you handle business, you're too busy to be annoying her. So the thing that you have to keep in mind is that you go all day. You go, let's say months. You go, let's say, and months is like more so when we start talking about no contact and ignoring. But let's say you're actually talking to a girl, for real, right? And I'll go back to that story real quick because I kind of want to get into like how it kind of just builds up, right? Things start rising. But let's just say you've been talking to a girl and you guys actually have something somewhat serious. What's going to happen is that when you guys talk, and it doesn't even have to be every day, but let's say when you guys talk, you have a life. You go to the gym, you work a lot, okay? And then whatever else you got to do, you got to add it, because this is the part too where you're not handling business all day when midday or, you know, a time period where you should be putting in more work, you instead put in more work to get her. So the point is you guys aren't really handling business. And if you're saying you are, then you will be considered alpha. But here's the thing. A lot of fellas don't even get that. You're doing and showing what you are. So it's like there's no way around it. So now when I say midday, you can't hit her up just because you finished work and you worked out. Keep improving. Alpha guys, they're not here for the easy, you know, slow ride. Like, oh, okay, you know. No, it's extremely all the time. Hardcore, let's go. Right? So it's going to be always put in work and then put her as a last priority. And so this makes me move on to the pedestal. I've not talked about this one for a while, but who's the number one in your life? Her. So y'all got to stop trying to squeeze her into your schedule or make her a part of your life until she earns the spot. A lot of these girls come in playing their games, doing whatever just for that short period of time or maybe longer, but they know they're leaving. They're leaving eventually. So you're never supposed to crack and start entertaining the BS and be alpha enough to say, okay, well, damn, she looks good. But I finished work. I had a great start to my day, worked out, got 2 things done that are major. Let me go do something else to improve my skills in some other area. That's what you're supposed to be trained like. You're supposed to be more trained like, I'd rather go see my boys, because sometimes y'all will start getting so caught up in a woman too that you can't start really handling business. And then now you're stuck on her wanting to see her more, and boom, you don't even see your boys. Not to say that, oh, you know, that has to be the case, but I'm just saying, when you get so stuck on her and you are not focused and now your alignment is shifting because, oh, well, I'll cut off my boys completely because of her. I need to squeeze her. No, you're supposed to keep the same thing and just elevate. Then bring her to be a part of it if she's supposed to be a part of it. So not only that, though, y'all got to understand that alphas don't play no games. So women know that, okay, well, I don't got a long time. I really don't got a long time to try to be doing this crap with him because he's going to cut me off soon, right? So if it's going to be like just playing around, entanglement, friends with benefits type of thing, then that is a whole different story, because then and there, y'all got an understanding, right? You could be an alpha guy and say, well, I don't want to be with no woman and whatnot, because it doesn't really matter if you're alpha with a woman or not. But let's just say you want to be the alpha guy that says, I don't want no woman. Okay, that's cool, right? But then when you start getting involved with the woman and you guys have your thing going on and she has this energy or she knows the vibe, okay, and she gets her feelings involved, and y'all, the feelings get involved real quick because it takes the right things to say, the right things to do for women, and their emotional side that they already got by nature cranks up quick. So it's almost like Put it in front of her and you'll see she lights up. You get what I mean? It's not, okay, well, if this person, let's say the guy behind who has whatever he puts in front of her that makes, and this is materialistic, luxury, what she likes, maintenance. So backtrack to if a guy put it, whoever the guy is, if he puts it in front, she's still liking it, she's still taking it, but she has to entertain that guy so she can get more of it if she still wants more of it. So back to, you know how I was saying, there's the annoying simp guy. Gives her everything, wants to always be there. That's kind of what I'm talking about. You fall into the category of, okay, well, and this is not alpha, but you see the rotations, and I said in a different video, it's levels. I'm not going to really talk about levels. I'm going to give you guys a diagram type of thing, but it's levels. But really, because alpha is the best one out of all the three guys. Remember the other guy that I said, Nags? I'll talk about him in a second. But alpha is going to be always at the top. And that's another thing. Like, women know that they're the top-notch guys. Like, top-tier women that you guys look at, and it could be because her waist is so snatched, so small, ass so fat. It could be that, right? So that would be top-tier for you, or top-notch, right? The looks matter for you, fellas, and then for women, it's alpha, but obviously your money and status has to be a part of that. But you see the vibe? It's just like there's certain specific types, right? So backtrack though, alpha would be at the top, but you see this alpha guy, now compared to the sigma guys, now we're talking rotation, right? And I'm not talking about sigma over here, but I'm just gonna say, for example, like I said, a guy that nags, but still literally is involved in her life, still sticks around, better yet, not better yet, worse, but still is there, and she still obviously is keeping him around because she's benefiting or whatever. So look at that. She still has all these guys in her life. It's a rotation. It's the best one is gonna have the most time. It's the best one is gonna, and this is alpha, the best one is always gonna come back to being number one. So it's like she will keep you around. But backtrack to how she knows alphas, or she knows this guy, knows how he moves. Backtrack to you, because I said that short time is something that women have to start cherishing. And listen, I'm not talking about, oh, a woman's gonna tell you, go put in more work. No, unless you guys get into an argument, she wants to like offend you and say you're not making enough money. But she's not gonna tell you to put in more work. She's gonna tell you to put in more energy on me. But damn, that's not what's up. That's the cap again, the cap. Okay, I'm gonna start wearing a cap in my videos and giving you guys some role play. Is that how? Yeah, some acting. Okay, so let me stop there and tell you guys just lastly, because we're wrapping up, we're already at like 13 minutes, but let me just stop there so you guys get a last clear understanding. Like, there's always the rotations. You're always gonna fall into whatever you are. So it's like, if you are an alpha guy, you're that guy. It's stop putting the boundaries and saying, well, I never been, or oh, I gotta get this and I gotta do that and I gotta know this and I gotta do that. Yeah, so go do it. It's gonna get you what you want. Now the work part, alphas put in work. So clearly you're not alpha enough. Maybe not yet, but you could. You could. Let me say it again. You could get there if you really want to. You got to do this. Listen, I'll wrap up lastly to really get this to you guys. You do this the way you want to do it, but you know what you got to do. So take your true, authentic self. Be genuine all the way until the end. Never change. Be yourself. Find that confidence. Build it, right? So when you take all that, know all the steps, and just put in the work, your life will change. So what else do you want to hear? Well, you're not going to hear no more because the video is really about to be ending. I mean, the video is really about to be ending right now. But I just need y'all to get that you can only make the change to become who you want to be. If you're this alpha guy that all the women love and they're talking about you now, or did you see how much he changed, or he elevated in this way, or I'm so amazed. Like, fellas, this is how women be feeling. When you change, when you actually go and do that backflip that you said you couldn't never do. Wow, how the heck? Oh, you've been practicing every day, right? Now, that's just one example. We could be talking about lifting. right? And I didn't even talk about, I'm going to talk about like lifting and body. I've been talking about body a lot lately too, but you know, I'm going to talk about all the stuff that I don't always talk about again and again to elaborate later on. So that actually just being said, give me a big thumbs up, but most importantly, let me know, not most importantly, thumbs up first, but let me know if you want a part 2, part 3. You know how it goes. There's already versions out there, but I'm always going to keep elaborating. Okay, so lastly, fellas, find out who you want to be. Find out who you are, who you truly are, and stick to just elevating, growing, and being yourself, loving yourself, knowing yourself, never changing. All right, never changing for a whole too. Okay, I gotta go. Make sure you check out the links, get your shirts, check out my website, got consultations, all that good stuff on there. Bye guys.